but it's just so, this is the kind of thing that as I repeat will be part of the learning, let's say learning process, né? So bananeiras are very particular to the legs. What are the legs doing? And they don't have to be. You can just go up and let your legs go anywhere and find balance as well. But as soon as there is a conscious effort, at least in practice, not in a roda necessary, that's why we practice, so in a roda can happen naturally. Like what you're doing now, you're thinking about one leg doing something, another leg doing something else. As soon as you do that, you are doing that thing that I repeat so many times, which is strengthening your nerve system. That is the whole point. You are putting a code. It's like a code that becomes natural and it becomes part of the language. Just when I speak Portuguese, I obviously don't have to think about anything. I just speak. When I speak English, I do, but depend of the day. In the morning, usually it gets a little bit harder. I'm translating things in my mind. But anyway, you get the point. So then we can also calibrate the energy, the height, the speed. These are all different aspects of the movement that at certain stage, they are not really important because there's so much to practice in one movement that you cannot cover everything. But you can pick on one. Oh, pick on the leg posture. Oh, pick on the speed of the entrance. Oh, pick on the end of the movement. And that's what we're doing. So from this one, as I go up, I am trying to hold that kind of apanha laranja. That means I could put my head on the floor easy, or even the mouth to pick up something. So it's an arrow shape. So you don't have to go too high for this one. It's an arrow, kind of downwards arrow, yeah? So I say arrow because I just have this image of going like that, but any image coming down this way will do. So in other words, here, I don't have to lift too high. I just have to kind of dive there, come back in here. Okay, so let's put that with the Habjahaya. So what I'm doing for the Habjahaya here, for now, I just want you to go Habjahaya and then dive and close. And then nice ginga, keep it quite low, a lot on your legs there, and then turn, quite strong Habjahaya, go, close, try to stretch your arms here, grip the floor with your fingertips, close. The reason why you get very strong shoulders on this, it's because you're stopping yourself from falling that way, not down here, which would be kind of a shoulder press. So your shoulders here get all of this stopping. You know, that's why as I said, no wonder why many balance artists that do hand balancing, they work a lot of this stuff precisely because of the ability of stop, that kind of thing, which will serve us so much in capoeira, okay? So I really think that movements like this, no matter your level, you can really demonstrate that your investment in skill, your passion for developing skill. So what I want you to try now is to go into that bridge, and then that's a pivoting moment where you're turning the body and you are pulling. If you can catch that moment and transform into a AU, then that's the movement. So what we are trying to do here is I'm going just halfway. It doesn't matter where you are here. You can go on tiptoes as well if you want. Then you're gonna pull that arm. Now there's a moment here where you pull and you pivot and you're trying to catch that into that arm. So it's almost like a side macaque without momentum. And you go one, and then you catch that. And you transform that into a handstand or a AU. Yeah? You get results from, not immediate results, but I think it's one of the movements that people feel, I think, you can tell me if you agree with me, tell me. But I think it's one of the movements that people feel that, yes, I think if I train this, I really will see some results, you know. Now you could say, isn't that true for everything? I think some things are farther down the line. You know that there are some things that no matter how much you break it down, they are farther down the line. A backflip is one of those things, you know. We can do solo training for backflip, but you know that it's going to come to a point where you're going to need perhaps someone spotting, or you're going to need some equipment like a mat. You know, with this, you can literally, off you go, practice that, you know, that kind of feeling. But let me show you something, because even some of you, they are quite flexible. Just be careful not to sink the hip before you turn, okay? So here, what I want you to be careful here is that you've done all of this work. Just be careful that before you turn there, you don't do this look. What you want to do is you want to be in this position, and then as you turn, look, a little bit, that's okay, but I'm still maintaining that. Jump here. And then maybe just I rearrange it, that's fine. I'm more interested in the turn. So I start to get this. Yes? But it almost feels right to open with more energy. What do I mean by that? If I kick and I am more upright, it feels like I can be softer on this opening. But when there's more compression, in this case here, that's why it feels more like you want to release that compression. Even if it's slower, but everything is more compressed here. You get all of these kind of shapes to go into negativa, to go into rolê. So you use that compression to do something quite beautiful. Then what I'm saying here is we're going round as if we are going around. Observe this. I've done my kick. I've closed. So when I open here, it's sort of round here. That's the movement. Round here, before it's here, before it's there. See what I mean? So here we go.